Let's bring in our exit interview with Kyle. We get to send in 5 questions for Kyle. They are asked to him by a person who is a question reader, and we get back his responses. Again, there were some issues with his video. We will do our best to see what we have to work with here. All right, here we go, Taran. Question number 1 for Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Hi.
So the first question for Rob Has a Podcast is, you were so disappointed to be done so soon, or were you hoping that you would last longer?
I'm incredibly disappointed to be done so soon. I love this game of Big Brother. It has been the best experience of my entire life. And the fact that it was cut short is incredibly disappointing to me. But I'm also very optimistic about this past week. So grateful for the friendships and relationships that I've made, especially the conversations that I've had this past week that will last well beyond the end of the game and the end of jury. And I'm so happy to have been a part of this season.
Okay.
He's optimistic for future performance.
Yeah. So it just was, just interested to know, like, how big of a disappointment was it that, it all came to a climactic finish so quickly?
Yeah.
Was he hoping it was going to last longer?
I think so. I think that was the answer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Question number 2 from Kyle.
Now, question 2. You talked a lot about how you want to grow from this experience. How do you think you will go about doing so?
Okay. I mean, I think Kyle, it's been reported, all of the other exit interviews. I mean, people have asked him some version of this question. Seems like gives pretty boilerplate answers to these.
We'll see, I guess.
Okay. Here we go. Here's Kyle.
Especially this week, I've learned how amazing these people in the house are. Every house guest has been so open and understanding. As far as moving forward, I think just owning the process and finding resources, continuing to have these conversations that are so important and so beneficial to me, especially outside of the game. I mentioned it. A lot of people see my Big Brother journey as ending, but I see a greater and far more important journey just beginning.
Okay. All right. So the journey has just begun.
Yeah. I think, would have liked more specifics, but, what are you going to do?
I mean, this is what he's giving today. All right. Question number 3.
Then question 3. Are you upset with Michael and Brittany about the situation?
Okay.
Yes. Big question to ask, especially because in the house right now, there's a lot of talk of the jury maybe not voting for Michael or Brittany because of the situation. And we also, of course, saw in the episode last night that he did kind of come for Michael there for a second before Michael was like, hey, you're the one that did it, dude. So how's he feeling about Michael and Brittany right now?
Okay.
Not at all. I'm not upset with Michael and Brittany at all. I put them in a very tough situation, and I think they handled it as best as they could. They came forward when they felt comfortable, and I honestly appreciate their patience with me and their kindness that they showed this past week.
Okay.
Interesting. So that to me says, he's going to bring this to the other people in the house. Now, if he's telling the truth and that's genuinely how he feels, there's a good chance they're all going to sit on what happened without the idea that like Michael and Brittany were shady in the situation. And then if, say, Terrence gets sent home or sent to jury this week, he's going to come in with like, nah, I didn't like how they waited so long. But it might be like a full week removed by then that it might not have the same impact. But he could also just be giving us a load of crap, and in the jury house, he'll talk some smack.
And also that it is a double eviction, so
True.
that they might come in with somebody who might be able to sort of like give some other sort of commentary on what Terrence is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or it could be, if it's like, then like
Terrence and Monty, then it's always, or Turner, even worse.
It could be like, like a double trouble. Okay.
Question 4. This week, you also spoke about being an example for others. What do you want those outside the house to learn from your experience?
It's and I mean, this is again, like he specifically he talked about with Taylor, like, hey, I'm glad that this is going to be shown, that my journey is going to be shown as an example for people who might think or have thought similar things. Monty told him specifically, like, hey, you're going to come out to a bunch of people that are actually going to support what you did. And it's on you to deny those people, essentially. So what is he hoping that people will take from his situation?
Okay.
I think I was blown away by the example that everyone in the house set for me by their reactions to this information. And I felt so strong and a strong sense of ownership that I need to also be an example for people who might, make these generalized thoughts or feelings just in day-to-day lives. And I hope to be an example by, finding those resources and continuing to have those conversations outside of the game, so that people can, see that as an opportunity for maybe, themselves learning in their day-to-day lives.
Okay.
So
Well,
again, it's
word
not-
salad. Yeah.
Not very specific, but
Okay.
what can
All
you do?
right. All right. Taran, do you want to know anything about the showmance?
Oh, I'm dying to know.
Okay. All right. We got to find out what's going on with Kyle and Alyssa, and what could have been.
And then last question. As for your relationship with Alyssa, is there anything you could have done to keep your relationship afloat?
Anything?
Rob, what
Yeah?
what did you sneak in there, Rob?
Yeah. Well, look, if there was anything that he could have done to keep his relationship afloat,
Oh boy.
maybe there was something. Maybe something he could have done. Okay.
I think if I was just more honest with her during the entire process, I was very, very hesitant to tell her anything or give her any information because I knew if that got back to the leftovers, the trust that they had in me would be at risk. So I was very hesitant to share anything. But looking back, I wish I had made a big move earlier in the season to align with Alyssa and possibly other people outside of the leftovers, which is as crazy as it sounds. I wish I had made that jump earlier and started working with Alyssa earlier.
Great. Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle. So, all right. The air is out of the relationship now.